Also gotta appreciate the fact that you turned the audio all the way down again.
I did? For what? The audio?
For the game.
Oh.
Because you hate the song.
Well, it's stupid. We don't need to hear it. Especially for this. Alright. Sheriff, I guess in Japan, his name, we're going back, because I actually researched all the ones I didn't know. But anyway, in Japan it's not even called Sheriff.
Real quick. Just because we had that fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure, okay?
Every time we really should check.
Yeah.
Why
we did the
fucking up a lot?
We did the whole finale of Ori with no audio.
You know.
No commentary. Derriere. I don't know why. Everything was plugged in. Yeah, we're good. Alright. We don't, yeah.
Go back.
Why?
What the fuck was that?
That?
Tamagon, it's such a cute little guy. They drew him like a fucking monster.
That's just on the
here.
front cover of the game.
Yeah.
He's from the same thing as
He looks
him.
like he's ready to suck a nipple.
He's the guy you play as.
Forcibly.
Yeah, but he's like cute looking in the game, so I don't get it.
I did research on some of these. No.
Well, we already talked about most of them.
Why are you going through this way?
Because these are the ones.
Go back to my man Olaf. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, you played it.
He played the remakes, right?
Yeah.
She's the one who's gonna go toe to toe with Emio in a death battle.
It looks like she's contemplating stabbing
smiling
someone.
man.
Why?
Look at her
that's
face.
it. That's the Famicom Detective Club.
Oh, okay. I see.
He's gonna stab someone.
Goku.
So is that the same Goku that's in the?
Well, there's a Dragon Ball NES.
Is that
game.
the Capcom game that the girl Son is from? No.
No.
Isn't that something D. Luffy?
It's the Famicom Moshi with the series.
What is that? Because I know they gender bent that character for Marvel Capcom 2.
Yeah. They said that it's called Sansan.
Oh, the game is called Sansan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's the granddaughter of the original Sansan. That's like the canon of it.
They just want another female in the game because it was very male centric.
Yeah.
Why 33?
33 what?
Sansan. 33.
Oh.
I got it.
That is meme worthy right there.
This?
Yeah.
Also, what they do is they're going chronologically, but by console. So they're going to do all of the NES Famicom games, and then I think by here X is Game Boy, so they're going to do all the Game Boy games, and then jump to all the Super Nintendo games. Not necessarily like by year for every game. So Mole Mania is a game on the Game Boy. It's kind of like a puzzle platformer.
Did I look this up with you last time?
I think you were like looking it up too.
Yeah.
But it's like a puzzle platformer. Miyamoto made it, and it's I think one of his most obscure games. But it looks cool. It's just like a neat little. It's like top down like Link's Awakening.
Wait, you said Miyamoto made it pass?
Yeah. He doesn't know shit. So remember when I was like, oh, this guy apparently he's from the same game because. So what it is this is a Game Boy Color game, and this is a sequel on the DS. That's why it looks more anime.
It goes by series.
Yeah,
it's
the first
started
game
on the console. Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
So it's a very weird order, but he's a trophy in Melee, and what it is, it's a card battle. Trade and battle card here, but like it's a monster card battle game. Which I really don't understand why Nintendo would even bother publishing them because they're just putting it in competition against Pokemon to lose.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have all these trophies for Melee Brawl and all that?
I do.
Can we do that next too? Like just go we'll go Melee
Oh,
Brawl, Smash 4 that way.
I don't have all the
actually,
stickers.
let's do it the other way around. Let's go Smash
Backwards.
4.
Yeah,
I don't know how we'll do the 3DS one, but Smash 4. Maybe we could do like a
You have them for the 3DS too.
Yeah, I have every trophy on the 3DS.
Sure.
So what I don't have is every sticker in Brawl because it's down to random chance.
Well, I don't care about stickers.
Okay. Well, we can still go through most of them, but I don't have the stickers trophy. You get the stickers trophy for getting all the stickers.
At least you know the one you're missing.
Yeah. But the stickers are the exact same as this.
Do you have the hacked ones for Melee? Like the ones you need to use the game?
Maybe when I borrowed your Action Replay, I did that before it got lost to the wind with the PS3. They ran off and eloped, so that's the headcanon. The Action Replay and the PS3 memory card adapter eloped. They're gone forever.
I was just saying, because I think it would be a lot more fun going through the trophies. Even Smash 4's trophies are more charming than this.
Yeah.
These are just pictures, man.
The artwork is nicer than just ripping 3D models, which is what they did for Brawl and Smash 4's trophies.
Melee,
they did rip models, but they also made new ones.
Well, isn't the entirety Pokefloats ripped?
Yeah, there's just ripped models from Stadium.
It's so funny, though. Anyway, we can continue.
Yeah.
So, you know what he kind of looks like? Kind of looks like he's gonna fucking Make a big transmutation circle and kill half the population.
And it's shaped like the emblem on his apron.
Yeah, the guy with his whiskers pointing downwards.
Just needs an eye patch. Good.
But yeah, I get why like Digimon tried to stand up to Pokemon or like other companies, but if this is a game published by Nintendo and it's about monsters battling and card trading, you know you're just gonna lose to Pokemon, so why even bother?
That's exactly what happened.
I've never heard of it, so I mean...
The point is...
Well,
none of us have heard of
it.
it.
The thing with Digimon, though, is it's so different that it can't work like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because even the games, I don't think you collect the Digimon. I think you always have, like, a team.
Well, they're like a Tamagotchi thing. You just have...
Yeah, the one.
Whatever you bought, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just really the anime that kind of is compared the most to Pokemon and lost considerably.
But even there, the anime Pokemon, you collecting Pokemon throughout the whole journey. Yeah,
Digimon, they just
couple,
have...
But
yeah, Digimon, they just stick with the ones they are destined to.
Mm-hmm.
Because you only, like, you can buy more than one Digimon.
In Digimon, they stick to the...
Yeah. The one, yeah. But the same thing with, like, Yokai Watch and Fossil Fighters. Why are they even bothering when they have Pokemon? But Intelligent Systems made this.
It's obviously because they don't know what's going to be successful. Just look at Pokemon now. Yeah, it's popular, but they had that one game that everybody was like, "Oh, it's Pokemon, but the way it should be."
Palworld
or whatever.
Yeah,
but Palworld's also bad. But like
it is, but it caught on. And that's the point.
It's a fad though.
They don't know what's gonna catch on.
It's a fad though. Like Palworld just came out this year. I bet by like next year, no one's gonna be talking about it.
Well, the people are already not talking about it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Palworld.
Anyway,
they also don't have
it's
any...
very normal in businesses to have competition with themselves.
Yeah.
Like, take for instance, the chicken that fucking Burger King gets is that supplier goes to multiple chained establishments. So Burger King gets it. What was it? Chick-fil-A gets it, or Popeyes or something.
But Popeyes is owned by. We're an umbrella corporation.
Yeah, but you're technically in competition, but you're owned by the same people.
Yes.
So technically, you're competing with your own entity. Yeah. It happens all the time.
I guess because Trade and Battle was made by Intelligent Systems.
I'm interested just because it looks interesting.
And also, I'm sure that the creator of Pokemon didn't make this.
No,
I'm sure someone else thought that this would be a great opportunity to compete with Pokemon, and that just didn't work.
But you also got to remember that this is going to get sales from people who have that Pokemon itch.
Yeah,
true.
Who just is like, I finished it and I want another game.
Just
like
unfortunate timing because
just
on
like
the Game
Metroid
Boy Color.
And Hollow Knight.
But like unfortunate timing where on the
now it's gonna be Metroid to Hollow Knight.
But for this also came out on Game Boy Color with the Pokemon trading card game.
Silksong should be coming out soon. Let's see.
But he's just the shop owner that sells you the cards.
Oh my
So that's all I really
day
learned.
one
Anyway, we can
Game
move on.
Pass.
So now
I want to watch someone play SimCity, but I don't want to play SimCity.
I own it. You can watch me play it. You looked up this one, yeah. It's like a puzzle platformer.
It looked interesting, kind of.
Yeah.
There's no official.
It was for
but they're saying it's in late May.
Next year?
Next year.
Did they clarify a year in the document?
I think this was a Teleview game, I can't remember, but yeah, it's like you absorb liquid and he changes color and you like place blocks down. So that's him with no liquid inside.
Would they say in Japan Hakun-kun?
Hakun-kun?
No, it's just Hakun.
Oh, I think it is just
Hakun-kun.
I think they abbreviate it, like put it all in one word.
I believe that would just be pronounced Hakun.
Yeah.
Based on how...
Hakun
so this is insulting because she has a name in the game. And they just don't use it. So I think it's just like a adventure game. It seemed like a visual novel, but like you see your character moving around. You don't like do battles. I think you just walk around and talk to people. And you play as some like boy, and this is just one of the like main characters in the game.
What's her name?
I don't know
because fuck you, you don't even care enough to know her name, and they didn't either.
It's alright.
What is that?
It's from the Virtual Boy. It was one of the only games on the console.
They made it look so sick.
Yeah, it looks like a Switch game artwork.
He looks evil.
Did we get past all this already?
We did.
Yeah.
We were in the DLC
yeah,
stuff.
okay, because I got pissed off because they don't have Raymark 3.
Yeah. So Napoleon.
Like that.
I think that's the in-game portrait. It's a game for Game Boy Advance that's tactics-based, but not grid-like Fire Emblem. It doesn't look very good, and it was a Japan-only thing. Also, I think with that trade battle, they probably didn't bring it to America because they knew it would be in competition with Pokemon. Probably some like reason.
But
like
the
that.
real question is, who was Napoleon?
But yeah, it's literally a game about Napoleon. Nintendo just made it.
He's
He
not even
ripped his
short.
bones apart. Oh yeah, we passed that. Putty versus.
Yeah, I told you what Tomato was before.
We're talking about Starfy coming to America for the first time.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the
Um,
mermaid girl?
She's from Starfy, so. So this, the Wind Waker looking character, is a game where you literally play as Cupid, and like I think there's a town, and you make people fall in love with each other.
Does look Wind Wakery. It's the
Mhm.
head.
I wonder if it's the
Yeah.
same
The-
artist.
Possibly. Yeah.
If you cell shaded that, I bet you. It would
It's like a
look
dating
Wind
sim.
Waker.
I think this game is a dating sim, but you don't. You're the one that just sets up the dates. So
That's
I think
kind of amazing.
I think the people like live in apartments like Tomodachi, and you just go in and get them to fall in love with each other.
What is it? Senin Kozuku?
Yeah,
Kozaku.
That's a genius idea, though.
I kind of already forgot what this is,
Little Blue.
but it's a puzzle game. I think it's a collection of puzzle games. Sim Tower is part of SimCity, sort of, but I think it's like one of those things where it isn't, but they named it to like get it to sell more, or something like that. But it's a Game Boy Advance version of Sim Tower, and they put
Oh,
this
that's
stupid looking
interesting.
guy in it.
That Senin Kozaku is the only one of the few games to contain the real-time clock within the game cartridge. When the player's not playing, the game still is, and events will still occur.
That's cool.
But it doesn't tell me who the artist is.
I already forgot what Calcio Bit is. They have so much rhythm heaven, not even represented. Gives. So this is like a weird walk around town game and talk to people game on the GameCube.
Oh, Amore?
I don't know what else to describe it or like compare it to. But I think you have to just deliver gifts to people, and that's the game. Baten
It's a
Kaidos
GameCube game. What the fuck? It
and
looks so weird.
Baten Kaidos is an RPG, I believe, and it's something
Baten Kaidos just had a new thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like
an HD version maybe.
I think it was a mobile release.
Mm. Also, it was Coldicept that I was getting confused. Coldicept was like a Saturn and PS1 game, and it eventually got Nintendo games, and that's how it got represented.
Chibi Robo. How did Chibi Robo not get a character?
Mm.
The water?
Did Iwata ever like reference the fact that it looks like him?
I don't think so.
Damn.
This is, I think, a visual novel hacking type game on the DS.
I love how you were like, I found out all this information and
Yeah,
you haven't really told us anything on most of these.
I forgot what this. But that's a sprite in the game. That's all I remembered. I can't.
Yamamoto? Yamamoto?
So I think
Master Roshi Fusion Pod?
So I think this is literally a game of just numbers, and it's like a number battle.
I think it's a series about number battles.
Well, I looked at it and I was like, this doesn't look entertaining because like the whole screen was just covered in numbers.
I hate to tell you, Chris, I think this guy is Shien from Sujin Taisen number battle series. I remember it from when I was Wii last on the Game Boy.
So
I'm pretty sure somebody just
this is
thought
just a
that
volleyball.
said-
together.
I thought it said MAGA Kid, and I was like, yeah, he does look soulless.
It's a shy guy without a mouth.
They literally look like it just like threw stuff at the wall.
Can't remember.
That looks like nothing.
That
Ash,
looks
I
like
like Ash.
something.
Yeah, this is a Mistwalker game. It kind of looks like shit. Like it has one of the weird pre-rendered graphics.
Am I getting
Is
this
it a
confused? Is
Mistwalker
this the
game?
is
Like-
this-
Mistwalker made it.
The game, the people that always say, donate. We're sponsored by. We've been sponsored by Miss Walker.
I don't know what he's
On
talking about.
YouTube
But
all the time?
is this the real-time strategy game? I think I might be getting this confused with something else.
Real
I
time.
don't know. I think it's just a turn-based RPG. What I liked, I think it was this one where you're on like the bottom screen and the enemies are on the top screen.
What am I thinking of?
Make 10 a journey.
Valkyria Chronicles. She looks
Oh.
like one of the armies from the Valkyria Chronicles.
This one,
Numb Diddly. The fuck?
this didn't look very good when I looked at it, so I just didn't really pay attention to it at the end. Summerbringer, I can't remember. But it's an
I think
RPG.
she has an idea.
I think this
Well-
one looked cool. It's just like another RPG from what I remember. No.
Fossil Fighters.
No. Glory of Heracles. It's still a great looking spirit.
Alright, listen. Did you actually look
I
at
did, and I just forgot. Well, it was either I was interested or I wasn't.
It's okay.
Dude, you know what I realized she looks like? That girl laying down? She looks like she could be from Nana.
She
Yeah.
does kind of. It's art style, yeah.
She looks like Nana. In her teen years.
This was a game on the DSiWare that I missed. It kind of looks cool because it looks really graphically advanced. It's kind of like a picture book come to life, and you're inside of it. It's everything's paper made.
But you
And
have
you,
to
like-
line up.
So what it is you change the camera angle and you make things line up just from the forced perspective.
You know, I really actually
it
do
look-
like the way this looks. This like it really looks like. Sorry. Alright, you need to. I don't give a fuck if you forget. You need to tell me the story about this. What the hell? Why did Sharky's image from preschool get put into Smash Ultimate?
I don't remember. I think it's a music game. It's a music game, and that's all I remember.
Let's go back.
We
and
already
look at
know
all the
Fatal
ones that tell us all the things about. What is this again?
It's actually really funny because I swear to God, you're gonna want to do another stream.
Yeah, come back.
And then you're gonna be.
I really know. I got it written down. Alright, this is what I looked up.
This is just a dude.
So this is a game that I think it was Nintendo's attempt at making an Uncharted game. So it's a game about natural disasters. It came out in Japan and Europe. And you just play as this dude, and he's like a first responder. He goes and tries to save people from all these natural disasters and like administer first aid or get them to safety. And that's the game. And it's super like gritty looking, and it's on the Wii, so the graphics really suck. And Reggie denied he said no to bringing this game to America because in his words it's dog shit.
Wait, really?
He didn't say it's but he's like, this isn't good. This is a waste of everybody's time, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
It was Nintendo made.
Nintendo published at least.
Jesus
I looked at it like,
Christ.
yeah, I don't think I'd ever play this.
Jesus Christ. What the hell?
Excite Bots. It is part of the Excite
Bike.
series, yeah. But they don't have Excite Truck represented. This is a do they have another? No, it's just that. But it's like a really fast-paced racing game but it's on the Wii and it just doesn't look great.
What is the
I forgot.
what is the
I forgot.
the animal it was supposed to be?
Fun fact:
Reveal?
what famous influential person's name was also Orville?
Orville Redenbacher? Is that like a snack?
Oh, never mind.
I
I'm
think
getting it
it's
wrong.
George
His name is
Orville, right?
Oroville.
Mm.
The Wright brothers.
Mm.
Oroville was one of their names.
So I think this game was like an action RPG or something for the Wii. It didn't really look great, but it is an M-rated like first-party Nintendo game. Or it was Japan only. But
We
they gave
already
it.
know that fucking Eternal Darkness exists, alright? And now Emio exists, alright?
Oh, yeah.
No, it doesn't. I'm afraid not.
Was Eternal Darkness on here?
It was.
It
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
But, or I think it just was like the highest rating in Japan for the ratings board. And this game got it, so they gave it a special black box, so the Wii logo and everything was all in black at the top,
That's cool, I want it.
just to like deter kids from playing it.
But kids are gonna look at that and be like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's in Smash Brothers. I'm gonna play it.
Oh my god.
I don't
What is
remember.
that?
I don't know,
Come on.
but I think we're in the 3DS era.
Wait. Let
where
me
things
look it
look
up.
like
Let me
yeah,
look it
this is 3DS.
This thing looks weird. Let me look
And
it up.
Kensaku. Once I see it, I'll remember it. I can tell you about it.
It says Ando Kensaku and Kensaku. Are they just literally saying that that's and
It's a
Kensaku?
Wii game. Shift was developed in cooperation with Google. The game was released in Japan.
Oh, it's a search engine game. Yeah, I remember now. It's like a game. They made a game out of a search engine. I don't know if it's a real search engine that you can like look things up, or if it's just an in-game made-up search engine.
It's a
but
mini
that's the
game
game.
compilation where players attempt to predict the number of search results of terms on Google.
Oh, so it is straight up tied to Google.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I think I just glossed over it because there's no way to really play it
and
anymore.
it's also not in English.
Yeah. Now we're in the 3DS era, so I really just stopped caring altogether. Because most of these games you can't play anymore because
Well,
the eShop's shut down.
Fine, then go out and go where we left off, and we'll go there.
I'm not gonna come back.
I don't
to
think
this
we
again.
passed all this, did we? Oh no, we did go past the last story.
Or no, Flank Smash. No, this isn't 3DS.
Wait. I was
Sorry.
gonna say we're still on the Wii. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
So this is a game. It's like a side scroller where you pull back, with a cursor and just fling this guy around. That's the only way to navigate through the levels. And I don't think it did well. It doesn't look very good because it was like late Wii. This is late Wii as well, but
Last
Yeah,
story is
the last
alright. I
one.
didn't like it nearly as much as Sharky wanted me to.
He really, really liked it.
They have more.
I even watched Steel Diver and I'm like, it's just this very slow. You just move through the water.
Now this is
and
3DS.
yeah, this is a launch title.
Why did the
for
Wii have
3DS.
such a short section?
Why'd they have the blue one and not the yellow one?
Or the Sharky. Pushmo.
That was a joke specifically for you.
Yellow
Submarine. Yellow
It's not a
Submarine.
submarine.
Yeah,
It's a shark.
that's not my brother.
It's not a shark, but it's called Blue Shark. That's the name of it. But it's,
Hey,
there's no.
The game
submarine
looked
called
like
Blue
shit.
Shark, alright?
The game looked like shit, and they promoted it all the time because there was nothing else to play on 3DS. Pushmo was a download game. You can't play it anymore. I think this is the one where you just push walls in and just go. climb
Yes,
up the
there's
wall.
a
It's
lot of-
Catherine, but for little babies.
There's a lot of push modes. There's
Yeah, Pushmo, Stretchmo, Smashmo,
Yeah.
Flashmo.
No, well, two of those are fake. But there's
I
two
think
on
I
the
just-
3DS and one on the Wii, I believe.
So now I can actually tell the truth that I think I stopped looking.
Tell the truth.
Well, like where I just
Have
didn't.
you been
bother.
lying this whole time?
Well, yeah, when I said I researched all of them and I remember everything. By this point, I did stop researching because these are all unobtainable 3DS games.
Calm down.
But yeah, a lot of these ones you can't even play anymore.
Yeah, fuck Nikki.
Nikki's the best thing though. We've already seen all this though, right?
You can still play Shovel Knight at least. Why? It's with the 3DS games because I think that's when it came to Nintendo first. Oh, Cold Set. Yeah, this is like an old RPG that they brought to Nintendo, and I think it looks. Yeah, I want to get into it, but I think it has cards, judging by the way he holds the card. Harmonite. This is one of those Game Freak games where
Looks
they
like
tried
a
to branch
golf
out.
game.
I don't know if it's golf. I think it's just like a fake RPG with Harmony in it. But
Uh-huh.
do you remember when Game Freak tried to branch out and make their own little
Yeah,
franchises?
they have like competitions. Where
That
they-
horse one, the
Yeah.
Pocket Jockey. This was
Yeah.
one of them. It's like, just stop. You suck at making Pokemon and you suck at making everything else.
They could.
It's not their fault. It's the Pokemon Company's fault. But
They
like,
could at least put Croc in the game.
yeah,
Eddie. What the fuck?
I don't know. This is
Oh, yes,
Japanese
yes,
Rusty,
you-
American
you,
Rusty.
yeah, you showed us that.
I think now we're in the Wii U. This is that stupid mini game thing. Yeah.
Box Boy, this got into fucking Smash.
And
Podium Steam could lick my
Yeah.
fucking taint, dude. Seriously. Oh yes, I remember seeing
Was that
these.
the gacha game?
I don't know.
I remember seeing half these being like, ew, ew, ew. Why is Rayman all the way over here?
I think that's kind of the extent of my research. Yeah, because now we're just whatever.
How far were we? How far back did you go? I was ready to go through
Oh.
all of that. Jesus Christ.
We already went through these. These are all the added spirits.
Oh, okay.
So we did go through these. We left off on Cuphead, I remember.
That's right.
It was like Cuphead, Mugman. This is before they kind of redesigned Mugman, where in like the Delicious Last Course, they gave him stupid teeth to make him look silly. Instead of really just being like a palette swap, they just gave him a new
They
face.
probably did that because they were trying to tie it to the cartoon.
Yeah, and the cartoon sucked. The Devil.
Cuphead, meaning there's another The Devil in the game.
The one from Devil World.
Oh, yeah,
With-
yeah.
King
Oh,
Dice.
King Dice. Why does he get... I don't know. Never
Because he
mind.
is like the right hand man of the devil. Warframe got in.
How the fuck did Lotus get in? What the
Is
fuck?
this Warframe even on the Switch?
I don't...
Maybe?
Oh, yeah. It's for the remote play.
Yeah. Ring Fit.
Hey, I have that.
Yeah, I don't really need to explain.
They look awful. Those
That
models
no,
look
this
awful.
looks awful. Yeah, these are probably just character models straight from the game. I don't know. Is he just the final boss of the game?
That I don't know. That's not what that looks like.
Yeah. Oh, this is when New Horizons
Oh
came
my
out.
god, Wilbur and Orville. Those are the names of the fucking Wright brothers.
Oh, that's where you're getting it from.
Okay.
Did you know Orville is the name of one of the Wright brothers?
So it
I
is
can confirm-
Orville. I think maybe that's just how they pronounce it in that thing I was watching on them, Orville. But I think it is, yeah, Wilbur and Orville is the name of the two Wright
So this
brothers.
is where I was complaining, where we had Chuck as... Was it Chuck? The beaver that ate the fish in the fishing tourney?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having him, they just have the little Chuck. Like, the old people
CJ,
have to...
Chuck Jr.
Yeah, but, like, we had a character, and, like, now let's just make him younger. And then we had the guy from City Folk who did the bug thing, and it's like, no, let's get Flick instead. It's time to, like, retire the old characters. I'm sure they're in the game, but, like, they're pushed this. And then
That's
instead
just
of
classic GameCube model right there. I don't know what that's from, but that's not from New Horizons.
Well, no, So Joan was the one in... Or Sao Joan, because it's supposed to be Dow Jones. She was, like, the old lady who did the turnip thing, but no, now we have to have her granddaughter do it instead.
I don't recognize her. She doesn't look like the
You
ones
don't
in New
play.
Horizons.
You don't play on
It
Sundays.
was like a darker brown boar.
I play with Mom exclusively on Sundays.
And you have your Switch clock
What?
set to the wrong time. Or no, wait, you can't because it just hooks up to the internet through the clock. Maybe they changed the day. Maybe it's not Sunday anymore. Maybe it's like Thursday
No, we
night at
see
11:30.
Turnip Lady. That's just not her.
Oh, so they're just lying to us. Hey, here we go.
Unless it's from the 3DS one, but that would be in the 3DS.
No, this is
characters.
New Horizons because they added it when it came out. So we're in like 2020.
Hmm.
So this is Trials of Mana. They put the 8 or the 6 characters. They did them in like pairs. So Duran is like the main guy. He's like the equivalent of the one from Secret of Mana. You know, I picked Angela as the leader in the Super Nintendo Flip. Yeah,
It's okay.
she's like the black mage, just like devastating black magic. These two, so you can see like Charlotte is just a ripoff of the little sprite from Secret of Mana. I think she just has healing magic, so whatever. Kevin I picked as like my third guy, but I ended up controlling him most of the time because he turns into a werewolf at night. Because the game has a day-night cycle, so it's more beneficial to play at night as Kevin, and he's just the brawler. So I really should have made him the leader because I used Angela as like backup for magic. And then I didn't use Hawkeye, and then I used Reese. She's like really good with support magic.
Fucking sim.
Hey, I put a dude on the team because she's, you know, I'm not gonna pick the child. I really just picked them based on like the first looks of them, like obviously, second obviously.
Yeah.
He's like the coolest dude of the three.
Based.
Oh, they had to clarify
Yeah,
Fire this time.
so it's different
Jesus
artwork of Min Min, and they decided to put just the other DLC characters in.
Wait a minute. Was that a min?
It was a Min because they have more than one Min.
So they added arms. They decided to add just the rest of the ones they didn't add initially.
Well, maybe because they weren't out yet. These were like the DLC characters.
Arms? Maybe actually. I'm
Min
not sure.
Min herself
Kid
is a
Cobra
DLC
was part of the
character.
base game.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
So maybe it's
so
just
is,
characters
so is
they didn't-
Helix.
Yeah, they probably just added more.
I don't remember
yeah.
Express.
You really shouldn't either. This is so lazy.
You say I really shouldn't.
Yeah, the name. This is lazy. Even though Octopath was like out for a while, because there's 8 characters, they put 2 on each spirit, like with Trials of Mana. And it's not even the full artwork. I think this is just the front cover of them. But Therion's the one that Curb plays, and he did a good job in the game, I'll admit. These 2 are cool. I mean, every character in Octopath was good, because you end up playing as all of them anyway, if you want to just beat the whole thing. But Alphen, he's the apothecary, and he's kind of like the one I learned the lesson about Orihime from. Like, you know, we always were like, Orihime sucks because she just heals the enemy. I kind of learned why from playing Octopath and Alphen's story. He says, like, as an apothecary, it's not his job to determine who lives and who dies. All he's there to do is heal and help people. He's not the one to play God. So he meets another apothecary who feels like, yeah, if this is a bad guy, like if this is a thief or like a criminal, I'm just gonna let him die. I can choose to heal whoever I want. And Alphen ends up healing a criminal. I think he is betrayed by him. Like, he thinks he's a cool guy, but then he ends up like hurting a child after, and then Alphen kills him. It's in one of the chapters, yeah. But he goes through like a whole arc of that. So I kind of understand Orihime a little more. Like, it's not her place to judge just because this guy's a hollow or an Oran
Just because this guy is a literal.
who's gonna kill
demon.
my boyfriend, yeah.
born of a soul that's been murdered and is a murderer. Just because he's an evil soul doesn't mean I can't. I have to let him die. Is that what you're telling me right now?
Yeah.
I love
Therion's just a thief. He gets conned into becoming a servant for some like
Wait,
rich
so are
family.
these just two separate artworks
They are.
pasted next to
They're
each
just on
other?
the. I think there's just the front cover.
Bruh.
But
They put
Therion
him-
is like tricked into becoming a thief by some like rich family, like stealing something for them.
This goes against the whole spirit of this spirit.
What?
Why are they not separate?
I know. So they killed the one spirit of Alphen and Therion. They are bound together that much where they share a spirit. I was gonna see if there's anything important. Nope.
But like, the whole point of this is that you could select this spirit to be representative
To
of
be
you,
your lovely
Yeah,
and you can
husband.
build your character to, you know,
Yeah.
essentially take on that like just flies in the face of it.
But anyway, Alphen, he uses he concocts like potions and stuff in battle. Some that can help your allies, some that you can like harm enemies with. And you can like mix different items together to like do a spread across the enemy party or your party, and like how potent the healing is or the damage to the enemy, or inflict a status ailment or cure a status ailment. Therion steals things.
What would Ryuk say about this?
I don't know. He has an apple.
Yeah. That's the joke.
Tressa is the traveling merchant, so she can like talk to people in towns and like buy and sell things straight to them instead of having to just go to shops. And
She
you can
looks
get
just like my hero, Spider-Man.
who's my hero?
Spider-Man.
Oh, I don't know.
Danganronpa.
Oh, I thought you. So yeah, her like money skills are very good. She also can like get more money drops from enemies and stuff like that. And her whole thing is she just like her family runs a shop, but she wants to like venture out on her own and travel the whole country and become a traveling merchant. So she has like the most innocent story of all of them. I think she's the youngest character. And Cyrus, he's a school teacher. And I think he gets, in the first chapter, he gets exiled from his school because some student claimed he was, like, having an affair with her or something like that. And he actually takes it as, like, a blessing in disguise so that he can travel the world.
What does he have to do with Tressa?
Nothing. The stories are not really connected. They're all within the same world, like, in the same country. And it's not until, like, you're in their last chapters where you can go into inns and stuff and they'll actually have conversations with one another. But in their first chapters, yeah, it's like they're all individual stories. Yeah, Tressa, I think in battle is just money related stuff, and then for Cyrus, he has just all the magic, like fire, thunder, ice, and his he has like the best magic. Hannet, she's a beast tamer, so she has like a giant tiger with her, and she can also capture enemies and you can use them as attacks. And her whole thing is her adoptive father went missing, so she's like traveling to go find him. And then Ophelia, she's the healer. She's adopted into like a church, and I forget why she ventures out. I think she's trying to perform some ritual, so she has like a sacred fire and she has to bring it to all the churches and get it lit. But then, like, the enemy wants it for whatever reason.
Bro, every time I go into a church, I get lit, so I understand.
And she's just your healer and uses, like, holy magic. These two are, like, the vengeance characters.
Yeah, look, it's the one character anyone ever talks about on Octopath Traveler, Primrose.
Olbert?
No one ever shuts the fuck up about Primrose.
Why? It's because she has nice jewelry.
But it's one of those things where you feel bad if you, like, have that mindset going in, because her whole thing is she was, like, raped and molested.
Yeah, that's why everyone talks about her.
But her whole thing is she's a dancer, and her father was killed when she was young, and her whole meaning of existence is to find who did it and murder him. And
She's
Olbrich,
only going to be able to do that through dancing.
well, she says her whole life is empty. She feels nothing, so the only thing she knows how to do is dance. Dancing in battle does, like, it's not like gives your allies another turn like Fire Emblem. It does, like, random effects. But she uses black magic for the most part, like, dark spells. Olbrich,
That
he's...
makes no sense.
like, so there's
Why
different
can't she
elements.
use magic?
There's different elements, and dark is like one of them.
I don't care enough.
So, Ulbrich, he's like your swordsman. He's your giant warrior, and he used to serve a king, and the king was murdered by his comrade, and now he's going after him to try to figure out why and also murder him. The difference between these two is once Ulbrich finds him, he finds out like that it wasn't like it goes deeper than that, and he also like his comrade regretted doing it, and he wants to turn his life around. So Ulbrich ends up teaming up with him and stuff like that. Primrose, like, it's revenge the whole way through, and she like as Ulbrich kind of gets over the whole idea of revenge, Primrose sees it through, and she's like, it wasn't sweet, but I don't regret it either.
Where was this whole conversation, like 20-minute dialogue with all the characters that we wanted to know about?
Not just these half portraits
Yeah.
where they share spirits.
Yeah,
That's
stupid.
it. And then we
That's
get
so
this. This is stupid. Paper Mario has fallen from grace.
I mean, I thought Origami King looked interesting. I just didn't. I don't remember any of the gameplay. I thought the world was an interesting take. Origami instead of paper. I mean, origami is paper, I guess, but you know,
What's that doing for you?
everything, everything a man could ask for.
This is
Ooh,
the
even
villain.
more. That's just Lieutenant Kira from Bleach.
Yeah.
He's just really mad.
Really mad that he's been folded into paper.
Yeah,
He kind of looks like a character that can fit into.
Bro, he
season-
got-
He got
season
struck with
9
his own
Kirby.
Bankai and it ended up folding himself
Bro,
in.
he got fucking
Right,
folded
Tristan?
when the Quincy came in.
Yeah.
Huh?
He looks like season 9 of Ruby, a character that can easily fit into that.
Yeah.
Season 9 of Ruby.
Oh, the origami guys. Origami.
The Stupid Spirits?
It's sad that this is more accurate to Minecraft than this. This is the Mojang artwork they made. I always got mad that why does he have this stupid smile? But I guess it's a goatee. It doesn't look anything like a goatee, but
Yeah, it does.
the original model of Steve has this smiley looking goatee, and then by the time I played it, they took it out, and then later they added it back in. But I guess that's not his nose, that's his mouth up there, and then the goatee is under. Or it's his nose, the pixels under are his mouth, and then the whole thing around is the goatee. But it just
I
looks
like
like a
the-
dumb smile.
For
Go
some
back to the
reason, I
other one.
never even cared.
Go back to the other one.
No. I mean, like I never even
think
cared
that
enough to
it's-
look and
I think
notice
that it's
it.
the upper lip and the lower lip.
Oh yeah. He's doing one of these.
He's trying to get the Instagram likes, dude.
I forgot about the big lips.
You forgot that people could have big lips. They added Alex to
Why
have
are their
female
mouths
versions.
eternally open? I hate that you pointed that out to me.
No, I think it's just the mouth. It's not. They're not.
I would
it's
have
not
actually
open.
preferred nothing.
And then it's just all the Mojang artwork.
Does he have a goatee?
Do you need
He's
to?
got
You
a
don't
s-
need to know who the enemies in Minecraft
He's
are.
got a Spanish goatee.
Except that the creeper was they accidentally glitched the pig model and it flipped up on its side and they liked the shape of it and they just made the creeper at the end.
But I don't think
Slime
there's
from
something
Minecraft and not from Dragon Quest.
They should fight.
Then they shortened him
The
to make
slime
it playable.
from Dragon Quest wasn't in this? I
It
thought
was.
so.
It was because that's why I clarified.
That's
it
why they
was
have to specify.
Minecraft.
Uh,
Oh yeah, in 2012 they added the villagers, and then the iron golems are things you can build, and they're
There's a defense of the villages.
yeah. But if you attack them, they'll fight back. The gas where its voice clips are, I guess, are from C418's cat. It's his cat who was sleeping, and it was the
I
noise
hate the
it made.
fact Connor's just nodding along. I don't even know at this point if he knows or just generally understands the information you're telling him. I just
it's true. It's true.
He agrees
All
with everything
true.
I say. The piglin is a new mob that was way after I stopped playing.
yeah. If you feed them gold, they take it all. If you throw gold on the floor, they're just oh sweet.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Then
that's
they it's not, that might be here. No, it's not here. They turn into zombie piglins. When I played it was zombie pigmen, and they renamed them to piglins and made human or just non-zombie versions of them. Because they were the zombies that were in the nether, and it's weird because normal zombies will attack you as soon as they see you, but the pigmen were neutral mobs, so you had to provoke them. And I think they keep it. All they did was change the name and character model.
I thought they attacked you distance related. Like they wouldn't attack you.
But if you
they
get
got
close.
or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither. I never really played survival mode that much. Nor was I good enough to reach the Nether because the gas will just immediately kill you. And there's the Ender Dragon, the original only boss of the game, and they started adding more bosses.
Then more bosses.
Yeah, the Wither, which you can construct in the Nether, and then it becomes a boss.
More people didn't even
boss.
realize there was a boss.
Yeah. This is when the full game came out in 2011. They added the Ender Dragon credits, and like you can actually beat the game. Then we get a Sephiroth. So yeah, once he came out, they added artwork for Cloud Sphere instead of just having the Smash thing. But yeah, Nomura's artwork is really good.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tifa looks.
I like the
amazing.
redesign
Tifa.
too, though. The redesign's good. Like I like the leggings. I like leggings because it's still in the shape of the leg. Like you're not really missing anything by covering them up. If she was wearing sweatpants, it'd be one thing.
Baggy.
And like the undershirt is fine too. Barrett, I love him.
Yeah, it's so good. Look at those feet, man.
I know.
His new design
See,
sucks.
One,
well,
I could fit. You could fit 3 of his heads into his foot.
I like the shades of the new design, but also what they did, like you see how exaggerated, especially Barrett is. They more so made everybody proportionate in the remake. I don't know why they decided to make everything realistic looking, but it's. I don't like how they look in the game, but there is an actual artist he's the one who redesigned the characters, and he did 2D art that is nowhere in the game. It is really good, so that's kind of one thing I want to do with like Rogan Museum is check out the artwork for 7 and then the remake.
You mean it's in 7 Remakes, like, art gallery?
Not in
Just
game,
online.
but like online and probably in our book and stuff. And they were used as reference for the character models. One thing that I think is true is Aerith and Sephiroth in development were supposed to be like more tied together, like maybe brother and sister, because they have the same hairline, and just the whole like ties to the life stream and the planet and stuff. They're kind of exaggerated here, like their hairlines, like they don't go really far up in Kingdom Hearts or even like the remake. It's like let's tone it down, tone the hair down.
Yeah,
Even Cloud's hair, it's not as spiky in the remake.
They used a lot of moose in the past, so they were running low.
They're using Mako moose.
Mako moose. Mako moose. Ah, Red 7.
Red 9.
Red 13.
Nothing to say about Red 13.
They left the cigarette here. I'm pretty sure in Rebirth he doesn't smoke anymore.
You can barely tell it is one, so
Yeah.
I doubt.
I was saying in the remake they should have had it where he's always smoking, and in a real time clock in the game is how far he smokes the cigarette down before he puts it out and takes out the pack and lights up a new one. Like it should always be in real time no matter what you're doing in the game. So in mid battle, while he's like not going, that's when he's like switching out cigarettes, or like in cutscenes.
In cutscenes behind him, you just see boxes based on how long he's been sitting there.
And you have to go buy them for him, and if not, he gets super agitated, and he's always locked in that Fury status ailment.
We're coming up with better games.
In Rebirth, I think the robot only comes out in battle, so like just little Kate Sith runs around.
That makes sense.
And they kept the Scottish accent with him.
Why?
I don't know. Who's this? I've never seen her before.
Why is her arm so big?
Because she has like a big sleeve thing on. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
She kind of looks optional.
And now she's mandatory. They made a side game.
It was DLC. It wasn't a side game.
Well, it's within the remake.
And Vincent still not playable.
Yeah, he's still. So him and Sid are not playable
And
in
Kate
Rebirth.
Sith?
Kate Sith is.
Oh, he is.
What it is you can date everybody at the Gold Saucer now. But when Kate Sith knocks on your door, Sid and Vincent are with him. So the 4 of you go for like a boys' night out. Because you're like the 4 characters that are tied to Shinra. It's kind of funny when they're all on like the ride thing that like goes up and the roller coaster and stuff. Vincent's just asleep. His whole intro is really stupid because they play it up like it's so like he's so foreboding. But then he like pulls out a phone, and Cloud's like, "Oh, I need to register, blah blah blah," and like Vincent's like, "Oh, I'm not really good at this," and Kate Sith hops up on his shoulder, he's like, "Yeah, I'll help you, mate," and he starts like punching in shit on his phone. Cloud like needs to register people because like I think he heard that Vincent was like a guy that worked at Shinra. So he needed like his verification for something. But that's like their first interaction, and then he goes back to sleep. He doesn't join you. And then magically, I just watched parts of the game out of context, but yeah, then he's just at the Gold Saucer.
When does his game take place?
His game? I think
Dirge of
after.
Cerberus?
Dirge of Cerberus.
Is it after or before?
It's after.
Yeah.
I believe
And
it's
they also-
after Advent Children.
Mm.
Because Advent Children is canon, technically.
They also
So
pull...
Advent Children happens and then that?
I believe so.
Yeah. They also, for Rebirth, they pull a lot of stuff from Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus.
Of course.
Because it's so good. Anyway.
And
they
Crisis Core.
actually brought that all in, I forgot.
Didn't they already remake Crisis Core?
Hey, it's an
Or
HD
they're just
version.
tying it in or something?
It's an HD version with like I think they voice acted and stuff. The Turks seem kind of annoying in Rebirth. I just went through the soundtrack and like the guy that posted it had gameplay behind all of it, so I got to see some of it. I just don't intend on playing it. But it seems like everywhere you go in the game, you're fighting the Turks. Like they're the new Goro Majima, and it seems really annoying. At the Gold Saucer, you get to fight all 5 of them. At the Temple of the Ancients, I think they were there in the original, but like you do all these fights with the Turks. And other places I can't remember. But they really didn't pop up that much in the original. But you fight them in like 10 different places now. Because nothing can be subtle. This, they just took, I think, the 3D model from Smash 4, the Midgar stage. Because I don't think the summons had artwork. But then this is from, like, the remake.
That looks hyper realistic.
Yeah, see, I don't know why they decided to go for a hyper-realistic art style. Like, it really should have looked more like this.
Mm-hmm. That looks uncanny.
Yeah.
Hitting that uncanny valley.
Just-
Shiva
yeah, I think-
looks really good, but
Yeah.
Lord knows that people know how to draw women.
So okay, so I'm correct. Advent Children takes place 2 years after Final Fantasy VII, and then a year after that, Dirge of Cerberus takes place.
Okay. No, this is... Yeah, I think these are just models from 7 Remake. They put
Yeah.
like 16 spirits in, jeez, for 7. This. From Age of Calamity. Young Impa.
Was she old in the original?
She was, yeah. She was like a little old lady.
Oh,
it's her
She
granddaughter.
made herself into a child in Breath of the Wild, I believe, right?
No, that's Purah.
Oh, that's Purah.
I think her sister. So she's a child, and she was old. She made herself a child because her calculations were off. And then she's like older in Tears of the Kingdom, and everybody
yeah.
loves her.
That's really weird, but alright.
But she looks just like Paya. She's Impa's granddaughter, the one that has a crush on Link.
Age of Calamity takes place first. Everyone thought it was going to be a lead-up story to Breath of the Wild, but then they found out it was a alternate timeline story and got really upset.
Yeah. Well, it's like Fire Emblem Three Hopes. It's retelling Three Houses, but in an alternate timeline, so everybody's redesigned, and that's why Shez is the main character. And
Is that where that weird design of what's his face Dimitri comes from?
Yeah.
With the long hair and the big coat.
No, that's from Three Houses. That's the time skip.
Oh,
The eye
okay.
patch.
I always thought that was his worst design. The big coat, I hate the big coat. When he takes it off, I'm like,
Are you gonna play that game?
me? Never.
Bravely Default. I don't know. I don't really have an
It
interest
was
in it.
Square's turn-based RPG after they stopped doing turn-based RPGs.
Yeah. Well, Octopath is also turn-based, and that game's good.
Well, Octopath came out way later than Bravely
Yeah,
Default.
this is a 3DS thing.
And then they had Bravely Default 2, which is not Bravely
Nope.
Second.
Yeah, Bravely Second came out, and then they're like Bravely Default 2.
Yeah. So it's a little confusing.
Same artist as Octopath.
I always
And also
liked-
did the artwork for
the Bravely
Vagrant Story
Default.
back on PS1 and Nier Automata.
I was gonna say I always like the Bravely Default artwork.
Yeah, the artwork looks good, but in game they're like these little chibi models.
Yeah, no.
It's
So
such a
good.
turn off. And again here, just let's double up on the spirits. And then now Pyra as a fighter. And I think they censored these artworks. Definitely with her.
They have separate ones.
They get separate artworks, but then all the other characters get doubled up.
Did they
Oh,
censor
Master
this?
Driver. So I think they added a, like where you can level them up and then turn them into new spirits. They just had Rex, and then they added this for him. None of us know.
Well,
That's
what do
Nomura
you mean?
artwork.
What you mean none of us know?
You haven't played Xenoblade 2?
Yes, I have.
Have you?
No.
All I know is Nomura designed this character and did the artwork. It's obvious.
Yeah.
And him. Is it Mallow's older brother?
He kind of looks like Skyward Sword guy.
Bruce.
Cruz.
By the
The
way,
Bruce is
I got
tight.
it wrong last time. For some reason, I thought they were called the race of Xenoblade was called the Rickies. They're called the Pawns.
Yeah.
I was like,
'Cause
oh
he's
yeah,
like
there's
Hero
a bunch.
Pawn.
There's a bunch of Rickies.
No, it's just their hero. So this is the one that I think Sakurai was like,
isn't this
we
like
had
a
to make-
ripoff of just like every other character that looks just like this,
Yes.
like New 13 and
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But this is the one
man.
where Sakurai said he had to commission the artist of Xenoblade 2 to make this artwork specifically for the spirit because she didn't have it in the game. And I think she's like the final boss or something like that, but it's probably Pyra and Mithra put together, if I had to guess.
They probably Pyra and Mithra are just like they are two just swords that you can get in the game. You can have multiple sword partners in the game
Yeah.
that aren't Pyra and Mithra, but
I'm surprised,
they definitely censored her titties. 'Cause that looks like
Yeah.
the censored cloth they put over their legs.
Mhm. I mean, I'm not trying to be like biased, but when they have like overly sexual characters that they have to censor for Smash Bros, and people are like, it's just such a beautiful game. Like it made me cry. It's just so emotional. Like I get there can be exceptions, but like when you just have, I don't know, a game like a modest series like the Mother series, where just everybody's so simple looking, and like you can have Uramori, you can just have like a deep story with that, and then you have like this crazy anime stuff. It's like harder to
I mean,
relate to the crazy anime characters.
It could.
It could,
You never
definitely.
know. You never know.
When Chugga's like, it's the greatest. It's better than. It's better than Zelda.
I can't
it's
believe-
better than Okami.
I can't believe. Oh, did he say that?
I don't know. I think he didn't. I forget what he might have said. It was better than Earthbound.
He said that Okami was better than Zelda.
Yeah, he
but-
said it's better than any Zelda game.
That's insane. That's such
Anyway.
an insane thing to say.
Whoops, I fell.
Oh yeah, so we already had the Persona Spirits, and they just added her randomly. I think
Who
it's
the
just
fuck
her.
is Sophia?
Is she from 5 Royal maybe?
No.
Because 5 Royal came out around this time.
She's not in 3, 4, or 5, so maybe they were like...
She's got to be from 2 or
Didn't
1.
they add a party member to 5 Royal?
Yeah, but that's not her.
Mhm.
Sophia Persona series. Persona 5
Striker.
Strikers.
Oh yeah, Persona 5
Who's the
Royal's not on the
Strikers?
Switch.
I forgot Strikers existed.
Another Dynasty Warriors game that takes place in a different timeline.
It's not Dynasty Warriors, is it?
It's Dynasty Warriors.
I've seen Shannon play it. It doesn't look like it.
It's Dynasty Warriors. I promise.
Every time you look over, she's just like doing something else to make it not look like Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah. It's
I
like-
just remember her top-down view walking around a city, so I
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah.
Between
when you-
battles.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you look at the map setting.
Anyway, Arthur. For whatever
Her
reason.
dad is in the
Just him.
That
And
guy's
then
a
Monster Hunter.
Palico from Monster Hunter. He's your little cat helper who he can like help you be cat
I
like.
trust you. You did your
could-
research. You
No,
have
so,
to-
so
He
you have
cooks your
2
food.
units. You have the Palico and then the whatever the fuck the
hunter?
dog's called.
Burlo.
What
The Burlo.
is that? What they're called?
No, that's just what mine is called.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And you get they assist you in battle when you're not online. You can have either a dog or that,
Mm.
and they can like go out and get items, or like you can send them out on missions and go get items, or they can dig through the ground and get items, or they can help you get items in other ways.
You can also have them escort you back to the starting area when you fucking die.
Yeah, they escort you to the starting area when you fucking
In a
die.
wheelbarrow.
And you have to use an item to resurrect yourself.
No,
That
well,
they
they
find.
also help you in battle. So, like, if you get stunned, they can like knock you out of it and be like, "Hey, get back in battle." And
They
stuff.
literally just slap you though.
Yeah.
So let's just move on.
Oh,
Oh, there's
Palamute.
Burlo.
Palamute.
That's my
Yeah,
Burlo.
it's the same thing, except they don't collect items as much, but they are a lot better in combat, and you can ride them when you don't feel like being slowed that day.
I think in Marvel 3, the DLC alt for Amaterasu is this.
It might be because Amaterasu was a skin in Monster Hunter Rise.
And so isn't Sonic now in it?
Sonic and Tails are, yeah. They're skins for the Pal.
Pal World.
I can't remember if it's for the cat or
Don't
the
even
dog.
bother. It's not worth. You
Magna
also
Mallow
ride
can
that
suck
in
my
Monster
fucking
Hunter.
dick. This boss is ass, and an ass cream pie is what waited for me the first time we met. Dude, this thing fucked me so hard that I had trouble walking the next day. Let's move on. It's just a boss from the game.
This is another boss. So he accidentally absorbed some fury shit and he became this.
Because
on
this
the
form
third night
could
of the-
totally beat Dr. Eggman. They'll totally use... What's he gonna do against the Starfighter?
Fury Bowser
What's he gonna
versus
do
TIE
against the TIE Fighter?
Bowser's Fury was fun. It's a one-sitting game.
Fury Bowser versus.
And it's also
Saitama.
pretty easy. But he'll turn into Fury Bowser when
Fury Bowser versus Popeye.
on a set time thing and you have to fight him. And yeah, that's it. And you turn into Giga Cat Mario to fight him. And
He
you have,
looks like a
gigantic-
Super Saiyan.
It's stupid, yes.
I gotta show Connor the egg
Oh,
fighter.
yeah?
So I overly analyzed this stuff, Connor, and when this scene happened, when it's showing all of Eggman's ships, I was like, oh, what ships are they using? Oh, a lot of the ones from Sonic Heroes. But I was like, what is that? What's that? They're using Battlefront 2 background because theirs isn't finished, and so they have this and the Death Star.
I thought it was Pac-Man with his mouth closed.
I'm just like, wow, the Egg TIE Fighter. I can't believe they got it after all this time.
No, my name is Ty.
Fighter.
So they have a ton of kittens just in the world of Bowser's Fury.
I want to play specifically Bowser's Fury with you.
Yeah.
Just
We
I
could.
don't really want to play 3D World that much because the game can cream.
Yeah.
But like, I want to play Bowser's
But they
Fury.
put cats all over just to, like, liven up the world. But the entire island is made of cats. Everything in it, every enemy has cat ears. Mario turns into Cat Mario. So that's why they have cats.
I don't care. Kazuya.
No, like, it's just the Smash artwork. But no explanation. Oh, there he is.
Only him with his coat will you get
Yeah.
proper artwork.
They should have had Tekken 1 artwork and then have Tekken 7 artwork.
That would have been amazing. That's Tekken 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Tekken 7.
I thought that was Soul Calibur. Devil Genie?
Because they got killed together. I don't like the new design of Nina.
Mm.
She looks too femme fatale.
Doesn't, like, Cammy just look like this in Street Fighter 6?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. She looks more secret agent-y.
Mm.
I love King. I could get
Everyone's
him a burger.
favorite character. Show. That's
you?
right. Is that
And
martial
again.
law? That is
Yeah.
martial law. What's the other law? There's 2 laws, and I
See,
follow
his
none
hair
of
was
them.
down before, but now it's straight up.
Using that moves?
Isn't his hair down now, Paul?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever.
know what Tekken 8 did.
Are we sure this is the Tekken series?
I'm Soul Calibur.
Jack 7.
Jax.
If only the Jak and Daxter series would make it that far.
I know, we only got 6.
Were there any other Jacks in the series? Is there like a Jack 1?
Every game had a Jack.
And there's P-Jack.
Yeah, it's when you pee on Jack. The most annoying, fucking frustrating character I've ever had to lay my eyes on. Her story makes no sense, and I hate it.
She Jin's daughter.
Sister or daughter?
Mm.
I can't remember which one's which.
Yeah, she's like a great-great-grandpa.
I just remember playing
and he's
through
alive.
her arcade modes, and at the end of each one being just fucking upset. That's from a side series from Monster Hunter called Monster Hunter Stories. That is not actually just from the Monster Hunter series.
Yeah. They run both at the same time, right?
Yeah. I don't know what that
Me
is.
neither. Sakuna?
That's Sakuna.
Must
She
have been a
likes
new
to
game
eat-
at the time, but I
She
don't
likes to
really
eat
know.
fingers.
That's Sukuna, and that's
Sakuna's
Jujutsu
fingers.
Kaisen. Alright. I like Sakuna.
I'm glad we're going through all
Whoa.
this just to skip them.
Yeah. Like,
That new
I was
golf
interested in this
did
game
look-
for like 5 seconds.
I was about to say that new
Is that the
golf
one
game
where you
looked-
play all at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to see that too.
They had a game like on the Atari something way back, like 30 plus years ago, called Ninja Golf, and it was almost the same thing. You would golf, and then on your way to your ball, you'd have to fight enemies. And then the Aqua Teen game on PS2 was inspired by that. So as you're on the golf course, people are trying to kill you.
Hmm.
So Mario just ripped off of Aqua Teen and Ninja Golf. At least they have like outfits, especially him. This is when No More Heroes 3 came out.
Fuck that game.
I mean,
Well, it not because of that, but because his scaling gets increased like 1,000-fold every single game. It's like, all right, world to universe to multiverse, and it's like, what the fuck?
oh yeah. I've only played the first two, but those are the only two for like a decade, and they were a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Better than Lollipop Chainsaw.
Obviously.
Lollipop Chainsaw's not the highest in the.
One
I
was
thought it was not horrible, but like not good.
yeah. One No More Heroes 1 was better because the gameplay was way faster. Like pretty much you can fight as fast as you can hit the buttons. 2 slows it down to like a Lollipop Chainsaw level. So it just doesn't feel as satisfying.
Maybe he got slower in his old age.
I think it's only like a year later. But yeah, the whole first game's plot is he needs to kill 10 assassins in order to bang some chick. And then the second game, she comes back after like backstabbing him, and she's like, let's do it again. But they have to fight 50 of them. But it's such a cop-out because you really only end up fighting like maybe 15 of them. One of them is a team, it's a football player and his team of like 20 cheerleaders, and they each count as a ranked assassin. And then
So you're telling me they SAO'd it?
yeah. And then she's probably not a spirit in this, but the girl, the Shinobu girl, she's from the first game. She's an assassin he didn't kill because he doesn't want to kill women, even though he does anyway. She's like, oh, I took the liberty of killing like 3 of these assassins for you. His brother shows up in 2 and he's like, oh, I killed like 5 assassins for you. So they just gloss over it. But anyway, then he becomes that apparently.
That's insane.
This is all stuff from 3, so I don't know.
Yeah.
F you.
Yeah, foo.
Foo! Why?
Hey, Metroid.
Dude, Metroid Dread is seriously one of the best Metroid. I think it is the best Metroid that's ever come out so far.
You know what the 3D ones?
Even Zero Mission,
What about the 3D ones?
Prime.
way better.
Emmy.
MEO. It's a me, MEO.
It's a me. I killed her. It was a me. The whole time. You
We're
can't
playing
stop me.
Super next?
Yes.
I cannot wait.
Wait, Chozo Soldier? There's 3 of them.
There's a bunch of them.
They died together.
They're also different types of Chozo Soldier, so like why is it just one Chozo Soldier for the
There's
name?
the regular soldier, and then there's an advanced soldier.
Your 2 favorite things back
Why
to
is
back.
Why is it the model of Sora? Why is it
I
not the
know.
artwork?
Yeah, the one thing Nomura does right and they don't use it, yes. Same with Sonic.
Jesus, that's so.
It's like
different.
recreation of the 2D artwork too. What a shame.
We recreated that too.
Yeah. No, this is I think from 2, like in the manuals and stuff.
DDD.
It's like they
I
toned
mean
the
Sora,
color
not
down for
DDD.
Smash Bros. Stupid. His hair gets less spiky as time goes on, and then because in 4 it's not even really spiky anymore. From like the 2 seconds we saw of it, but and then just this. Good that they didn't put him in this pose. Just the
the
cut
opening
scene.
shot?
Yeah.
Bro, anyone playing Smash
It
Bros.
looks like
is
he's
gonna
about
be
to grab his dick right now. He's like,
You gotta memorize. It's on the test next week.
Come with me, Kyrie.
Come with me, Kyrie. It's on the test.
Come with me if you want to live, Kyrie. Smash Bros. Remembered her, but the characters didn't.
she looks like she's on something.
So after this is all the ones they added to piss you off.
Yes. We're almost done with what they were done with. Wait, didn't we already see it? So originally we were gonna end on Aqua, like she was the last spirit, and then they were just like evil Ryu for no reason, and he was the last one. We're done. No, we're not. Then flash forward to the beginning of this year, and they're like, "Here's new. This is when we were gonna."
Bro,
redo it."
it's insane how we booted it up, and the first thing we see is more spirits
I
added.
know.
That shit made me almost shit myself. I swear
How are
to
you
God.
gonna addendum this? Are you just gonna add to the video at the end?
No, we're
Just
just not gonna
updated
do
by
it. If they
adding
want to
it.
add more spirits, they can suck my dick. I just won't even get them. But yeah, they redesigned just Rauru. It's just Rauru? Alright then.
That
Splatoon
looks
3.
horrible.
It is, yeah. And
Xenoblade
hang
3.
on.
It
So
doesn't even tell you their
yeah.
game.
So this is when they just randomly they stopped telling you what games they're from. They couldn't even be bothered. They couldn't even tell you the games originally. They would just say the series, and now they can't even do that.
So it's Xenoblade, right?
It's Xenoblade 3, yeah. But then they'll say Pikmin series with this stupid gimmick thing. Like, it can pretty much cross over water, it can bust down doors, it can just do anything you want. Like, what's the point of the Pikmin then? And that Ice Pikmin looks so stupid. There's also not just OG, it's OG and the 5 Wise Men or something. But, like, it's so dumb. And at least the name of the game is in the title of the spirit, but, like, yeah, why don't they have the 13 Sentinels right now?
This game made me never want to play it after seeing gameplay for like 5 seconds.
What is it?
Sentinel pilots.
13 Sentinels.
Yeah, what is it though?
13 people have one spirit.
So I don't really know. It looked like a mech game, but all the trailers like showed off just walking. It would just look like a fucking walking simulator when it was getting promoted. And it has that Honor Mutationum animation style where it's like bad death battle. And so I'm like, no, okay, I'm good.
And then like this isn't even for
Baseball
anything
Power. This one gets it.
Yeah, this is a Konami game from like 30 years ago that they decided to just randomly throw a spirit in for.
Zagreus, not from Hades.
He's just from nothing.
He's
they made
a-
him up and just threw him OC into as a spirit. And Hades had like Ben out. They're just like,
Hades is fucking phenomenal.
But this gets the Pokemon series. Wow,
oh,
it's
God
really
forbid you don't
inconsistent.
label that it's Pokemon. They're so dumb. They're shaped like nice. They're shaped like motorcycles.
Because you ride them like motorcycles.
Pokemon's a joke. This is why like parents look down on their children for playing it. If I caught my kid playing anything past like X and Y, I would probably disown them too. It's like, there you go, original Ruby, right? Not Omega.
You know what's crazy is I really liked the old Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually really enjoyed X.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. That's the next one I gotta play. I just finished Black 2 and I enjoyed it.
I very much enjoyed X. and
Like
then
after that,
nothing
like
else.
yeah, I have no interest, but I'll give them a shot anyway and stop as soon as I stop having fun. But, like, I can't
What the
really
fuck is
distinguish
that?
anything
What
on
is
it.
that?
I could see a face, but that's about it. Then I see like a butterfly underneath the face. This is probably a legendary or mythical Pokemon because we have so many legendaries that just subdivide them into mythical Pokemon.
Getting older is not knowing the current Pokemon.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Pokemon is something I've grown out of. Same with like Kingdom Hearts, but I feel like an old man. Like I can't memorize this.
Axel would be very upset with you.
I think this is a legendary, but it just has the different types on its back. How many Pokemon can do that now? Change type?
Does it?
Oh,
I don't know. Just that's what I feel like because it's just all the things on its back.
The
It looks like different
stars.
elements. Yeah, the 3 stars. They're so out of ideas. They almost look like fossil fighters or yokai. Watch.
I think it's a French artist for this game too.
Not to be French or anything. The greatest game of all time.
Yeah, Princess Peach show
From the
time.
Super Mario series.
More like Princess Peach snore time.
She
God
looks
damn, I
like
went
the
to bed.
model. She looks like a model from the Mario movie.
Yeah.
It kind of does.
Oh, we're actually almost done. These are the last ones. So, Princess Peach Showtime. Mario Wonder. Princess Peach Showtime.
Mario Wonder.
Mario Wonder.
Princess Peach
And that's it. And then Mario Wonder. But, like, what a stupid way to end.
I wonder why.
This is all. It was really only. This. I swear we had more. I thought they added, like, a bunch of. Hyrule, Tears of the Kingdom ones.
Did you
but it
not
was
get
just him. No, they would be, blank. There are 1,528. I have them all. But just for this, bring it all back for these really lazily added just to promote game spirits.
That's this whole game.
No, the rest of it felt like a love letter and a painful reminder. But this is just
And a
for no
painful
reason.
reminder.
I bet Sakurai had no involvement, and that's why they just don't have the names for some of them. Because he's on it working on his channel right now.
What does the red mean? Are
The
those
red?
DLC?
Well, underneath.
Mm-hmm.
It means you can challenge those spirits from this menu.
Oh. So you can't challenge Sora ever?
No, because he's playable. He's not like a spirit. You
But what if I want to challenge Sora?
then you can go into just a versus mode and challenge him.
Are we done? Can we
Yes,
end this,
we're
please?
done.
How do you feel, Chris, now that we did it?
It was fun.
Empty inside.
A little bit now because it ends on such a low note, but it was fun. Like, it's kind of exactly what I was expecting. Like, us just joking about the characters and talking about them.
I was actually just watching a video that was Psycho Play on YouTube, but where he talks about colonoscopies. And they did some experiments where they did a colonoscopy and they had people rate their experience while it was happening, and then at the end a couple days later to see how it was. And they had one experiment where they had a 20-minute procedure and then they ended it right at the point where it would normally end, and it just so happened to be the max level of discomfort at the end. And then they had another one where they ended it like 10 minutes after, where the discomfort had lowered, and they found out that even though it was a longer period that you were sitting there for this stupid thing, when you ended on a low note, where it's better, where you're feeling more comfortable, people thought it was a better experience. So ending it on a low note always sucks.
And
Scientifically.
Yeah, the other streams were more fun. This really did feel like a colonoscopy. We reached into Nintendo's ass and pulled out whatever they shot.
What?
I was shitting rocks, man.
Bro, we are shitting rocks.
That's the shit and that's the corn.
Oh my god.
The toads at the bottom, she's like, that way, no, you! Look at the toads. No, you!
Now get punched!
Princess Peach just looked at her own ass and got surprised. Look at the cat bent over next to the wedding dress.
She's scared of the wedding dress one.
Or is it Bowser grabbing her behind and then her getting shocked? Or all three?
Yeah.
Luigi's just copying Toad because he's a copier.
Anyway.
Bowser is proud of his test results next to Dr. Mario.
Bowser
Dr. Mario's like,
proud.
all clear. He's like, got it.
Bowser's proud of his testicles. Meanwhile, he looks down.
Or DC's jerking him off. DC's jerking him off while he's just staring at Luigi. Oh look, Mario's getting married.
Do we have to go through all the spirits now? Round 3.
No,